Hey guys, Mike out here with Steve Zolinardo. Welcome to another episode of Real Estate on Record.
Hey guys, how's it going? April 2020. Just everything's still pretty locked down. I go for a drive my Alpha. I was scared. I gotta be honest. I remember driving around, and it was almost like that song. I forgot who sings. It's from the '70s anyway. Like dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know the singer, but it was like driving around. Everyone's outside. I just bought a camper. I just bought a car. I just bought this. I bought that. Work. I'm making more money. It was insane. It was just driving around, and it was like it's just a haze of smoke. I think that was Jimi Hendrix. It's Jimi Hendrix. Dun, 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 dun. That's a song that was playing. And it was like, what the hell is going on here?
That's a good segue out of this episode. Get that song.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find it out.
It's been a while since we've done a Steve music episode.
Yeah.
This is it. This is what
That's his intro song.
Yeah.
This is what I heard driving around Bolton.
That's Hulk Hogan.
This is what I heard. I was driving around, and
When was this? 2000?
April 2020. This is what I was hearing.
Best part of
Haze,
the show.
smoke everywhere. I bought this. I bought that. And everyone's smoking weed.
April 2020.
Yeah,
It's like Woodstock.
just driving around. No one working, washing cars. This is what I heard in my mind. I was in my Alpha, the convertible.
I sold my house that day, in April 25. I'm like, I hit the lottery.
Cruising
Meanwhile,
around. In my mind, this is what I saw and I heard. I'm telling you, this got us into fucking what we're in today in 2023. I swear to God. Right?
I mean, listen, you're not
I love it.
Holy
you're
shit.
not wrong. No, that's American. That's American for sure.
We definitely don't
no
have any
This is
Canadian
what I hear
music
now.
though. Yeah.
No, you'd hear Lana Del Rey. You want to hear what you hear now? I'm gonna play some depressing music.
Mike, what kind of music do you listen
You know that song in the Titanic?
to? My
What-
heart will go on.
This is what I
You know
hear
when the
now.
Titanic's sinking?
What?
We honestly shouldn't laugh. It's actually sad.
It is
Wait, don't
like
the situation.
the situation, right?
listen, it's very bad.
But this is not. We didn't do this.
No, you're right. You're right.
This is what I hear now. Positivity is right now. Everyone sit tight, relax, save money. Don't get too like caught up in things. Sell what you got to sell in order to pay off debt. Be as lean as you can currently right now. There's going to be a better time at some point. Clearly, this is not the end, and we're not going to shut the switch off. It's just we got to get through this period. Again, we got to change administration. As much as people don't like to hear that because their pensions are tied up to some government program, you got to change administration. The new administration's not going to touch your pensions. Forget about it. We need something to change. We need all this stuff to get backtracked. Everything I'm saying, it's the truth. And that's a scary part. And people got to realize that if we want to fix things, face it dead on what's currently happening, and we'll be able to backtrack it. That's it. But clearly right now in Canada, there's a big divide with the people for no reason. That's all. Think of Canadians first rather than any other party. What is best for my kids and their future? And then pick that party. Just kind of weigh the options. You did a deal just recently. I don't want to name names. They were talking about affordability in housing, how it's too unaffordable, and I told them the reason why. The administration now, the inflation, blah 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 blah. They still voted that same party, and then they bought a house and they bitched about it. And I bother this person a lot because she's a family member. But it's just like, but you know what's happening. I've explained it to you. So why? Why? Because you can go on to a computer program like on the web and say, well, where does my politics lie? People are confused, and these are university graduated people, highly educated. Like, you cannot ask a computer that's probably run by whatever party would put that out there, and if you punch in a few things, I love dogs and I like trees, and it's going to spit out a politics. Yeah, but what about why don't they ask other questions like, affordability in housing, future of my children, also like job opportunities for the future. What are your kids going to do here? Honestly, it's scary. It's a scary thought.
There's a lot of jobs that are already being taken away, and the ones that are going to be available, there's going to be many more people fighting for them, right? What are our kids going to do?
And usually they're going to be related to government. And again, talking about real estate, the thing, selling real estate is one of the last escapes into like, they say an upper echelon of like income and stuff like that, where we have more opportunity to think like we're talking now. You think if I worked on a 9 to 5, it wouldn't have a lot of what I'm thinking about now. I have opportunity to read, listen, kind of digest, reflect, and
You
then
don't have a chance. You gotta work.
you'll be a rat on a wheel. So, and real estate's changing too. There's a lot of regulations changing right now where buyer's agency and stuff like that. I think there's going to be an end to that at some point. In 2020, I was talking with Hussein about this because, look, everything was going into bidding wars. You didn't even need a buyer's agent. We were too slow. And I'm a fast person. I was too slow to the punch on everything because it was so fast, dramatically fast. And we weren't doing a good job
Yeah, no.
because
no
it was...
inspections, no nothing.
It was the highest paid bought the property. There was no rhyme, no reason. The only thing I kind of looked at is like, okay, if we paid this and the market's still going, that guy's going to pay that, so we're ahead. So I'm always protecting the clients. But at the same time, you didn't need a buyer's agent. If you had all the listings, you had all the power. Because now buyers were going directly to listing agents because they were scared not to get a property and they were afraid that if they lose this one, what they're going to pay on the next one. And it was a fear of missing out on everything. So it was huge factor. So put that fast forward now in the future where they're kind of trying to eliminate buyer's agents or co-op to buyer's agent. Like the lady that just got her license here now, like they don't want to pay her 2.5% now. Like
What do they want to pay?
now there's going to be an open dialogue where sellers can cooperate at anything they wanted, which they always did, but we've always, not that we didn't explain like you have to do 2.5. I'm like, you guys can do what you want, but no one's going to show your property if you're going to go lower than 2.5 points. It's just a reality, especially in a stagnant market like we're in today. They're going to look, oh, well, you're 2.25, you're 2%. I'm going to go 2.5. There's 4 other listings down the street. We're not going to go to yours. So now they're bringing it more to the forefront of the sellers currently right now, where it's like, hey, you don't have to co-op. So now buyers will have choices to say, well, I don't want to co-op to this buyer's agent either. I don't feel that he's worth it. I don't want to give him 1 or 2% of the commission. So we'll go directly to the agent. So what transpires after that? And in 2020, I always looked at if everything would go into auctions. Remember, this is deep in COVID. We had a lot of time to reflect on change. You want to be able to kind of change with the market.
Low
so imagine,
inventory market too.
what's that, sorry?
That was low inventory market.
Low inventory market, and then it was also like people weren't out, so everyone did everything online. Groceries, everything was done at home. So why would people end up going out to view houses? You can have, like, I know EXP had something like an internal computer system, or like EXP has their system where it's all digital based. There's no real physical brick and mortar offices, but it's all AI generated. You have your avatars and the whole thing. That kind of gave me an idea where, like, hey, look, you can go bid on a house. If we set up a program like an auction house rather that had house pre-screen home inspection, pre-appraised, you know the value, and now as a buyer you can go in, view the property 3D or whatever, or have like whoever the auction house is have like sales staff, rather people that are on salary, $40,000-$50,000 a year, that open up a house, have an open house, and now buyers come in, they view the property, right, and then they wait for the bid. Like, there could be a whole change in real estate. So with that said, now, like, how many agents, if we're 70,000 agents here in the GTA, and only like 40 to 50,000 of them, we have the numbers, that done not even one deal in the last year, let's face it.
It's close to 50%.
50%.
Hasn't done a deal.
Yeah, something crazy. 46,000 agents.
Yeah.
They didn't do a deal last year, and like 1 to 5 was like the next 20% or 30%, and I think if you did over 20 deals, you were like top 5% or something like crazy, right? So a lot of these agents are going to be out of a job. So if you're out of a job, you're not getting paid high income. Who's going to give you $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year in a corporate gig? Not many people make that kind of money. We're blessed now, like everyone's blowing their cash on cars, jewelry, and podcasts. So it's like, what's left? Like, when this is all gone, who's going to give you this money? So at the year end of 2022, okay, so this is 2022, there were approximately 70,255 agents on TREB, Toronto Real Estate Board, yeah? 30,297 agents, or 43% of the 70,000 did 0 transactions. So they have licenses. Remember, it's costly.
Yeah,
It's costing $3 to $4 grand a year, at least, between your TREB fees, your insurance. Yeah, oh yeah.
Desk
Plus,
fees.
sorry, and your office fees.
Yeah, you got your desk fees.
Your desk fees.
The next 29,452 agents were, or the next 41%. So 43 did nothing, 41.2%. So now we're at 85%, yeah? With these two numbers, these two segments. So 41.2% wrote 1 to 5 deals. Okay, so 85% of the agents, okay, and again, everyone's a superstar, yeah? 0 to 5 deals. 85%. So now you got 15%. So look at this. Remember, we're at 45, 46 deals?
45.
At the 0.1.
We're I don't even know where we are. And it's not even like we're heavily profited because we spent so much money on everything. Let's face it. We spent a lot of money. We got you here, we got marketing, we're doing this festival. It's probably gonna cost us $5,000. It's like there's always money going flying out, right? So I got an assistant. It's not like we're like rolling in the dough. It's not the question. So look, 6,300 agents, or 9%, wrote 6 to 10 transactions, okay? So that's 95% of the agents now, right? 2,900 agents, or 4.24%, wrote 11 to 20 transactions. So under 5% wrote 11 to 20. Now, writing 11 to 20, you're not really after expenses and high expense. It's not very profitable.
Unless you're doing deals just with your like friends and family,
and you're
not spending any money on marketing, and you have a full-time job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
685 agents. Imagine out of 70,000. 685 agents, or 0.94%, wrote 21 to 30 transactions. Now, this is profitable. When you're 20 to 30 transactions, you're doing good. You're a productive agent. You should, you're moving. You're a mover and shaker. You're working, you're hustling, you're advertising, you're providing great service. 21 to 30 transactions represent 2% of realtors based on the transaction trap. So that's 2%. 257 agents, or 0.36%, wrote 31 to 40. 106 agents, or 0.15%, wrote 41 to 50. So this is where we are currently right now.
What's the percentage of that?
0.15.